everybody. My name is Lisa and this is Zena. We are here tonight for our third video for our yoga channel. So I am a newly certified teacher and a practitioner of over 17 years. I'm very grateful to be where I am now and being able to share my experience with yoga and develop my style of teaching here with you. I invite you to my community and I desire to develop my own faith-based style practice, which is going to continue to develop and work itself into existence over time. So I am very excited. We are very excited that you have chosen this video tonight. We kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel and we look forward to helping you wherever you may be on your yoga journey. So tonight we have a flow that is a gentle restorative flow, and it is themed surrender to the plan. My first video was surrender, but I feel like surrendering is a theme right now. Alignment is the theme of the year, and part of staying aligned is surrendering. Zena, she knows her treats are there. Pardon Zena's manners. She is a new rescue as of February, this past February, and she's still learning her manners. And anytime I'm on my yoga mat, she tends to come right over and she wants to be involved. And if you have a dog, I'm sure you can relate, or a cat, they tend to tap into that. So now let's continue to surrender to the plan. So I would like to start with alternate nostril breathing. So alternate nostril breathing is a great way to bring down the energy and the chaos of the day and ground into yourself here and now, being in the now moment, grounded in your faith. So it not only does it lower stress and anxiety, but it brings mental clarity because it balances the left and right hemispheres of your brain, which increase alpha brain waves that deepen relaxation, and that's what brings you to that calm, present now moment, which is a big to do with why I practice yoga. Not only has yoga helped me just since I was a teenager, and it's also what helps me on my chronic pain journey, but yoga helps bring me back down to my now, and meditation and just doing something as simple as alternate nostril breathing really helps ground me and bring me down. So now let's get started. You have your thumb and your index finger, it doesn't matter which hand. Some people use their pinky fingers and their thumb too. It's really whatever you're comfortable with. You could even use one finger. So you're going to want to plug your right nostril with your thumb and breathe in through your left. Then plug your left nostril and breathe out through your right. We're going to do a few sets of those, and don't worry about counting. Just worry about breathing in as deep as you can and then letting go with the other nostril. Ready? Let's go. you want to finish up the last one or two you're on, I like to start with this just to help set the tone and just help bring me back down to my now moment. And now, here we are. Do you feel that reset? I do. Now, with that being said, let's raise our hands into prayer. I like to clap something I need when I'm in prayer. Trust the plan and bring that down into my heart. Place your hands on your heart or keep them in prayer. Just take a moment to appreciate yourself and express gratitude silently for something positive in your day, and surrender. Surrender to trust. Trust to surrender. I trust the plan. I surrender. I am grateful for everybody watching this video. So now, take your right hand, put it on your left knee. We're going to start with a gentle spinal twist. So your right hand on your left knee, and you're going to place your left hand behind you. And don't crank back all the way just yet. We're going to get there slowly and intentionally. So with your breath, breathing in and out, you're going to slowly twist back, and your head is looking at the wall or the curtain behind you, and your left arm is just gently touching back. You should really feel that stretch in between your shoulders and your spine, wringing out stagnation, aligning your spine. You want to keep your chest open and your heart open, and it stretches your shoulders a bit, your front chest, body, and shoulders. And now your left hand on your right knee, and your right arm behind you. I like to put my neck to this right shoulder, and I stretch out my neck a bit. I can feel it right in here. It's good to massage your neck a bit. It helps stretch it out. A couple more breaths here. Oh, now, one more quick twist to the left. One more quick twist to the right. And now let's get to those head rolls quick. We're gonna always be very careful and aware when you're rolling your neck. I like to think of a plate. Imagine a circle, and you start with your nose small, and it gets bigger and bigger. And then once it's as big as it goes, you get smaller again with your nose. Keep drawing that plate or that circle, and you get smaller and smaller till you're a little dot again. And then let's go the opposite way. Start with your small circle. Maybe you see a little spiral. Get bigger improves your neck hygiene. I love neck and spine hygiene. It's so good. I notice when I focus on my spine hygiene and my neck hygiene, it helps the pain in my back a lot, in my low back. If you don't know this, there is a massive triangle that starts at the base of your neck and it goes down your lats into your mid back, and so much is controlled through there. And I would love to talk more about that with you guys one day, and I would love to just even do a whole style of we'll do a whole class on that one day. How does that sound? I hope you stick around for that. So now while you're here, let's breathe our arms back up to prayer, and we're going to do easy seated pose with eagle arms. So back up to prayer, and then you're gonna slowly bring your right arm under your left. This is eagle arms. This is a great shoulder stretch. I clasp my hands, and you want to bring your elbows, pull them down a bit so you can really feel that. And lift your chest, open your chest. You don't want to overarch your spine, just be easy. Try and, once you've pulled your elbows down and you can feel that stretch, to open your chest, you lift your elbows a bit and look up. We're going to take a few deep breaths here before we release. Now release your bind. Maybe do a little gentle twist again. And we're going to breathe the left arm under the right, and you twist back into eagle. Feel free to clasp. Your hands can be in prayer, and feel free to clasp your fingers together and pull those elbows down to your core a bit. Stretch out that upper back, shoulders. Zena, good girl. And then when you're ready, kind of raise them a bit, and that helps open your chest. Trust the plan, trust where your body's at. Surrender to your body in its now and release your arms. So now you're going to bring your legs out in front of your mat, and I'll turn this way so you can see my bend a bit. God bless Zena. If you need to, get a little bit of water. I have my hormone tea, my herbal tea I made. Actually, I have a 200-hour apprentice in herbal making medicine, and I am an herb girl and would love to get that going too. If anyone's interested in herbs, let me know. I love natural healing. Anyway, so now I have a block under my knees, and I'm going to, you can use a blankets. If you don't have blocks, you can use blankets, pillows, stuffed animals. But I have a block under my knee, and I'm going to put a block under my stomach, and this just helps take stress off. This is a restorative pose, and we're going to clasp our big toes, knee to forehead to knee bows. Ooh, feels so good. Zena says, I have surrendered. I surrendered to Mummy's plan. Oh. Oops. Zena. See? Ready? Now you can stay folded. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Now stay folded. And optional, but you don't have to. If you take your right arm, your right hand, and if you can, grab the outside of your left foot. And I love to do this. Stretch out my leg this way. You can grab your ankle, your foot with your big toe. You can also grab. But I really like to do it with my right hand on the outside of my left foot. You can take the block if you need to and put it behind your back and just trust that stretch. Ugh. Now bring your leg back down if it's up. If not, just continue in your seated forward fold. Also, if you're comfortable with the block under your stomach, feel free to stay there. If you would like to get a little deeper into the stretch, remove the block and see how that feels. But it's very important to keep the bend in your knees. It's a restorative pose, and there's a lot of pressure on our knees, whether you're heavy lifting in the gym or if you're a runner, and it just feels, it's very good to protect your low back and keep your knees as bent as possible for the seated forward fold. All right, so now I'm going to do the opposing side, and with my left hand, I'm going to grab the outside of my right foot. I'm gonna crank that up a bit. And Zena knows I have her treat. Sit down. Good girl. Oh, I can feel this also in my chest, in my leg. Really feel that stretch. All right. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. All right, now you can come up from your seated fold if you're still there. And I'm gonna have you meet me in butterfly pose. We're gonna stretch out our hips a bit. So butterfly pose, I'm sitting on my blanket still, and if you need to, you can put blocks under your ankles, under your knees, pardon me. And now we're just gonna take a few deep breaths here. If you would like to get super cozy, you can lay down. I'm going to stay up for this pose, but you can absolutely lay down on your back for a reclined butterfly pose as well. We're gonna just take a few deep breaths here. Trust the plan. Surrender to the plan. How can you surrender if you don't trust? Now we're going to do a little forward fold with this. I like to put my elbows in like the crevices of my knee, and you use your elbows to push down on your knees a bit, and you should really feel that stretch in your hips, and just lean forward and almost like you're looking into a well, like, you know, like at a castle, or maybe in your backyard you have a water well, and just imagine looking down the well, and maybe you throw a penny in that well and set your intention again. I trust the plan. Now we're going to come forward. Zena trusts the plan. This is what my nightly stretching looks like with Zena. Easy seated pose, girl. Good girl. All right. And so now for our last pose. You can remove the blocks. We are going to do, if you have a wall, I invite you to use your wall for legs in the air pose. So I don't really have a wall to use at the moment. I could absolutely, there's windows behind my curtains, but I'm going to show you how I do it too. Put the block right under me, and maybe you take a couple breaths here if this feels good. And when you're ready, lift your legs in the air. Legs in the air pose. This is great to reverse your blood flow, which is awesome for your immune system. And this is also a great anti-anxiety pose. We're going to take some deep breaths here and enjoy the silence. Surrender to the silence. You should be able to feel that now. If you'd like to, while you're here, maybe take a supported plow pose. That's what I'm in right now. Now when you're ready, meet me back in that bridge pose, that supported bridge pose. Which is great to relieve any low back pressure or low back pain. Now when you're ready, remove that block. I'm going to remove my blanket as well, so I have a flat back. I'm just going to end this before we end in our final resting pose. I'm going to show you what I love to do for my back. It's like a gentle twist in a way. And you want to twist your knees once you're done massaging your low back. This is what I could do forever. I love to lay here and do this every day. All right, so drop your knees to whatever side, either one.
And just like that, we are surrendering to the plan. Trust the plan, trust the process, surrender to the plan.
So my hips are to my left. My left leg is on top of my right knee. And that stretches my low back and also stretches my right hip, and it feels amazing. Cena knows I have the treats. Sit. All right, now we're going to go to the other side. And so that right leg, that right outer leg or left outer leg is on your inner leg. Awesome. And when you're ready, you want to rock back up to your easy seated pose. So, what's the theme of the practice today? Trust the plan. We're going to trust the plan that we're ending in easy seated pose, the way we started. The plan is to trust. Trust and train your mind to trust and surrender to the plan. And with that being said, trust your process. Remember to trust your process. Trust that even when things don't go as planned, that's plan, and that's a part of the plan, and trusting the plan. There is grace in finding grace in surrendering and trusting the process, trusting the plan, and putting full faith in that plan. And now with that being said, let's breathe up. Back to prayer. Take a few deep breaths here. Set your prayer. Say your prayer. And when you're ready, and you'll know when you're ready, trust that your prayer is set. Trust that your prayer will be answered. Your prayer is being answered. And trust the plan and surrender. Thank you for being here with me on my flow, and thank you for your time, your valuable time. Thank you for being here with Zena and I on your mat. And with that being said, amen. Bye. We'll see you next time.